This is Hathor Segment L with the Spiritual T, and we are talking about Keke Palmer and Darius Jackson. Are they partners in crime? I heard today on a radio show, 92Q, they were talking about in their own little gossip report that Keke Palmer and Darius Jackson were seen out on Keke Palmer's birthday, which is, just passed. They were saying that they were out on a date and they called themselves partners in crime. So this is raising a few eyebrows of, is Keke and Darius still together? Are they back together? So I'm going to do this spiritual analysis on Keke Palmer and Darius. What's in store for them? Is it, a complete failure or breakup? Or are these two meant to stay together? Keke Palmer's birthday just passed today. Not today, I'm sorry. August the 26th, 2 days ago. And Keke Palmer's birthday and the numerology that I do, it breaks down to 884. So Keke Palmer is what we call a portal child. She has this 8-8 energy. And Keke Palmer usually talks about how she's paid, like she's never without a job. And that is true. With her numbers of 884, she nurtures herself through making money, providing, getting information. This is something that she does naturally. Is she's a money magnet, and she's also a businesswoman. That Virgo energy, usually Virgos can make money easily, accumulate funds just by being them, and you see that in Keke Palmer's actual numerology. She's that 884. With her, we know that she just turned 30 years old, so she is what we call, she's coming out of her Saturn's return. Your Saturn's return starts when you're like 27, and it starts to kind of wrap up at 30. Now, saying this thing of her being a portal child, going back to that, this makes Keke be able to have a family easily. Portal children require three things: they require a family, they require three children, because the middle child would be a special child, and they also require a business. So Keke already has the business. She's starting on the children, and she does need to have a partner. She needs to be married. So no matter what Keke is feeling, even at a very young age, portal children usually feel like, I need to get married. I need to be booed up, because they know that they need to create this special child. Like their life is very ordered. She has the business. So with her turning 30, she's really going to start looking for that stability and family. She's really going to, not be out in the streets as much. So this whole thing with Keke Palmer and Darius, what they've gone through, this, believe it or not, has still put Keke in reflection of, what does she want? What does she want for her life? Does she want the family? I think she wants it all, and she can have it all because she's meant for that. Kiki's gonna get the bag. She did the video with Usher, but she's gonna go for what she wants. So let's get into Darius, because we got Keke down that she needs all these things. She's a Virgo. Darius was born January the 21st, 1994. He's an Aquarius. So, with Aquarius energy, which I have known of, that sometimes they can be a little bit promiscuous. We're looking at Keke. Yes, she did the thing with Usher. Not playing a bias, but from my understanding of my clients, I'm a spiritual teacher. With my clients, I have came into a lot of Aquarius men usually doing the flip-flop, but I will say that Aquarius men in the month of February are a little bit, they're the ones who do it a bit more than what a January Aquarius would do, because he's really about himself. That's how he nurtures and loves himself, is that he has to step out there and be within his identity. So anything that kind of, hurts his identity, which we could see what he was going through with Keke, that really felt like it bruised his ego. But he has these energetic thoughts with that three. So two plus one, because he's 21, obviously he's three. So he deals with energetic thoughts. So he did probably get a little bit emotional, into his feelings, got, into his ego when he seen that, with Usher and Keke. Uh, but he has this thing where he could be an actor. I was seeing when I was researching this that Darius really wants to be an actor like his brother. His brother is on Insecure. He was on Insecure and he was messing with Molly, but he had the baby the still had the wife, but he was messing with Molly on Insecure. The light skinned dude. That's his brother. I could see somewhat of the resemblance. But anyway, getting back to Keke and Darius. Darius definitely could be an actor. He deals with that five. That was something, naturally that came to him. And I could see him and Keke definitely together. But let's get into their birthday. So I do love and compatibility sessions. So I'm going to do kind of like analysis with Keke and Darius and just how they love each other, how they think, and then how they naturally are. So Keke and Darius coming together, this nurturing is that they do have to travel with each other. I'm sure they like doing that, but I'm seeing a 9 with their energy, and they have to have space. So usually when I do love and compatibility readings and I see that 9 in the nurturing as the higher energy that they have to go up to, it means that they're not supposed to live together. So I can imagine them not always being in the home. So that's where I lean towards that these two may not last. Now, with the energy of their nurturing, the lower energy, something that they need to ground together is their spiritual aspects and, allowing each other to change and be different and transition into things. So they're dealing with a 7 where this is still spiritual set up because Keke Palmer, again, is that portal child. So some things are just divinely set up for Keke to have and things that happen, like even her finding her love early and having the babies early, family early, which she's pretty much on track with her being 30 and already had the baby. She just needs 2 more to fulfill her contract, her soul contract. So with Keke, she likes to make money with him. So then I was just mentioning earlier, the radio show was saying that maybe they're in cahoots with each other. They do share information. They make money together. But there's this little conflict with who gets to be leader. So Keke wants to kind of be it in, let's do these things. Let's do, stuff that feels good and spiritual and transitional. And like Darius was putting it out there, he wants to be head over the household. He wants to be able to lead and be the leader of the family. That's how he nurtures. But that other aspect is that Keke is usually gone. She's traveling, she's moving, she's doing a great deal on her own. Now, how they think they came together to think in teaching each other. So that's big. I could even see him learning a lot from Keke because she's been in the business for so long. Keke's been in the business for a long time. I looked at her movies, all the movies she's been in, and all that. Keke's been in a great deal. We've seen her in so many movies since she was a little girl all the way up. We got to see Keke grow up. So this is major to kind of see her in the news, in social media and all over the place like this about her relationship. Because it's not really like her to be out there. We know she's working. We see her, doing her thing. But you never see, like, the drama. I did think a little bit earlier, I think there was some stuff where, Darius was already in a relationship and was talking to Keke or something like that. I'm not a gossiper. I'm going to stick to the numbers. So going back to the numbers, naturally, they need space. I'm seeing another nine, so that makes me concerned that they came together to make these children, and they can do business together. They can do business together naturally. He dealing with that five. He learns a great deal of the acting businesses with her, but this is also something where the grounding energy is that one. So they're still having to respect each other as individuals because they're both got this boss energy. Him with that one and how he nurtures himself, and Keke just being that Virgo. I'm seeing a lot of ones in their compatibility. So that also gives some type of concern because this is people being individuals. So if they can respect each other and have this structure, which they had to have a business together, and this is all divine for them to be together. They came together obviously to make the child. I'm gonna get into later about their baby, the baby that they had, the little boy, but sticking to what I'm seeing, Darius requires in his feminine energy in his environment, he requires space. So that's another thing that I'm seeing where I don't see them together. I don't see them lasting long, but even with them not lasting long, Keke is still going to be looking for that mate because she has to have two more children. She's going to still be looking for that husband. And also Keke requires a husband that has power, that brings attention to her name, but good intention, like a more powerful type of man. I could even see her with another Virgo or even a Capricorn, because earth signs work good together. They know the dynamics. So maybe a more older guy possibly, and him being an earth sign would be good for her. Just getting into the year of 2023, this relationship, even 2023, but even just how they are, they require communication. Darius is the one who really wants her to communicate with him, and she doesn't always do that, and that's what kind of causes even the her to spark the energy in him, the energetic way he thinks, his thoughts get high up there. And Keke can get up there too, so they have to have some type of understanding where they talk and they understand and they learn from each other. I feel like they're probably at that if they're out, still co-parenting or whatever they're doing, as long as the conversation is, open communication, they're good. They're definitely sharing the finances with the money. This year, I see Darius is really wanting to find his niche in acting, wanting to make money off of it. And Keke's more in this more position of I'm learning lessons, I'm transitioning, and this energy is a bit much for her with Darius, where I could see that all those nines, I could see the separation actually happen between these two. So the Saturn's return is like a closing of her coming into her adulthood, because usually 27 to 30, you're in review of your 20s, and Father Saturn is like, hey, what do you want to do? But Keke knows exactly what she wants to do. I see even also her environment, what she needs. She's going to still be traveling a great deal, and she's going to want some space in 2023. But then by next year, she's stepping more into her role. So we're going to see Keke step more into being herself, knowing, hey, she got the thing out that she's a boss, she's a mother, she's understanding the whole dynamic of how to put all these things together. And Darius, 2023, he's more in this transition year. This is a spiritual year for him. It is a year of change, but he's still 29, so he hasn't finished up with his Saturn's return, so it's going to be still a little bit difficult. 2023, he's in this type of transition. 2024, he's going to be more focused on getting his information. He's going to be more focused on getting his money. He needs to be in places where he can make money, where he can gain resources. So he's going to be really focused on that. So coming together 2024, I do see this relationship going into transition. Keke will be a lot more active, a lot more energy. I see her kind of being more combative with Darius as 2024 progresses, and he's going to want more order in his life. And if Keke can't get with that and understand that, I can definitely see them, you seeing them more like, we're not cordial, we're not good. Um, but I don't see this relationship lasting. I do see Keke still wanting to get married and that being on her mind and being open to finding that mate. But I don't think Darius is I don't think he's the one. They came together and they made their son. And their son is definitely in the business with his father. He's going to be learning a great deal from his father, but his father kind of creates a lot of energy around him where they're going to kind of have some problems at times because this little boy was born February the 25th, 2023. He's a Pisces, and just looking at him and his father, I do child and parent, like I do child compatibility as well, where I do sessions where you can get to know your child better and how you can work with them. And I'm just seeing how Darius and his son are working, and I'm seeing that yes, he is the one who's going to set order and discipline in Darius' life. He really needs not in Darius' life. Darius is putting that in his son's life. I don't want to mess up his name. I think it's like Leo, just baby Jackson, baby Jackson, and Darius. Darius comes in as the structure for him, teaching him his business. Looking at everything, they kind of had this also energy, kind of like his mom, like Keke, where you may see him kind of wanting to do his own thing. He's like a boss as well, and he does it with his mother as well. His mother, she's more than likely gonna have to turn him over to Darius at a certain point, but she's also there for the business and teaching him some things and giving him structure, and definitely she's the financial pull. She's going to be the one who pays the bills and makes sure that Darius is good. So Keke and Darius, they came together to make this child. I think they'll probably stay as good friends, but I couldn't see 2024. They might be at it. They may be, even if they keep it now more controlled where nobody is hearing what's going on, I could see them battling a bit and going through some transition. But I wish them both the best of luck. Keke has it's going to be ongoing. This girl's never going to be without money, so no, Darius is not going to rob her blind or whatever. She could end up paying something if he even has a child, but I see her still being that person who provides and gives what he needs. But as we know, a soul picks its parents, and this is a soul contract between the parents is binded, and this child is here, and they're gonna do their best. They're here for this child, but no, I don't see Darius and Keke staying together for long. This is the Spiritual Tea with Author Segment L. You can check me out on IG. I'm on Facebook. I'm not on Twitter. I was on Twitter, and I am on TikTok. So check that out if you want to see more of the Spiritual Tea. This is one of my very first YouTube, so continue to like and subscribe, and I'll be back with some more. I'll be back with some more Spiritual Tea, and definitely hit that like button if you like it, and share. Peace.